Taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oregon's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 on the penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the left. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So Iowa's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard. Yes, they tackle well. They see the football well. They break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Using the quick game bounce. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. It's now backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Banks.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. Nice job. Nice.
How can a stadium says that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29? They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Pulls it in. It's Hill. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Ducks are marching down the field.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. That's caught. It's Perry. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Green. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed behind the line. It's Richardson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Sutter. They make the stop, but how about the the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback making checks. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, spins away. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed?
Oh, he's got some space. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Banks.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Iowa! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sutter. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Third down coming. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to go to the air on third and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And holding on to a first half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting cut. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This is exactly what we talked about at halftime. This defense, they have to get to the quarterback to get back into this football game. Make life hard, get some sacks, make some good momentum.
And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Rides the back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On the last play, it's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Quickly to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 35. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Gives it on the option. Fights off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if I'm the running back, I'm like, listen, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Sutter. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They go to the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw.
They're trailing by just 4 to Arizona State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off play action. Drive, now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Might be calling a hot route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Richardson. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Gives it on the option. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Rides to the back. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. So his field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. It's Riggs. pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Under fire. Going downfield for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. The offense changing the play. Just keep slinging it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now first and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He wants a big play here late. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Here's the pressure. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Hawkeyes have taken it inside the 20. The give on the inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today, and hey, who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.